Hey everybody, it's Katie. So today I want to show you guys how I go about picking out beads for my mixed gemstone knotted necklaces. You can apply these tips for strung necklaces as well. So when I go about designing a necklace, I usually pick 4 to 5 different beads. And when I choose my beads, I'm trying to find a balance between balance and interest in my pieces. So we're going to start with this one here, which is my mala necklace. And for this necklace, you can see all the beads are the same shape, but they do vary in size a little bit. We've got like 6 millimeters and we have 8 millimeters, and these ones are just a little bit bigger, it looks like to me. And then as far as how many beads that I've chosen, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've chose 5 different beads for this necklace. So we have balance because we have all the same shape, but we have interest because we have different sizes, 1, and 2, these ones have facets on them, and 3, we have a contrasting color. So for this necklace, we have a lot of cool colors in the greens and kind of clear colors. And then I picked this orange as a contrast. So it's a different part of the color wheel. It's a warmer color. But I wanted to pull that warmth through the whole necklace, so I added my focal here is my carved wood turtle bead and a tassel that is, a nice golden yellow color. And I also added a brown cording, which pulled that warmth through the whole necklace and assisted the orange beads. So we have our balance and we have our contrast in this necklace. All right, so now we have this one here, which is kyanite with labradorite, green garnet, and sunstone. Now for this one, the balance is that all these sections that I did, you can see they're very similar lengths of sections. No matter if it's the kyanite or the green garnet or the labradorite, they're all very similar in length. Even these larger focals that we have are similar in length to a section of these other beads. So there is our balance. Now our interest comes into play where for a couple things. One is that we've chosen these orange beads. So we have very cool colors, and then I chose a warmer color, which is the orange. So we have interest there. We also have interest where, like here, we have these faceted green garnets. Now they are a similar size to these other ones, but they are a different shape. Instead of being a rondelle, they are a faceted round. So we have balance in the same size, but we have contrast in a different shape and cut because they're faceted. Now, and then with the kyanite, we have balance because not only is this big focal similar in size to these other sections, but it also mirrors the blue in these smaller kyanite rondelles that we have. So that creates our balance too. Our contrast, however, is obviously that this is a bigger bead and it's a different shape. So we have balance and we have interest in this necklace here. Also, when I do my knotted necklaces, I don't like to do mirror images. Now that's just a personal choice. You can see that these sides don't match up. I alternated where I put the large ones so that they fall in between the section on the other necklace. So we have this one. And then our last necklace we have here is this gemstone one here. And this one, I think I chose 5 different beads too. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 different stones on this one here. This one, however, I believe I only have 4 different beads. I have these rutilated quartz, I have these rondelle peridots, I have these bronzite, and I have round peridots as well. So I only have 4 different beads on this one. So like I said, I like to choose 4 to 5 different beads. Now we have our balance comes in with a lot of these beads are similar in size. So even though we have a peridot rondelles, they're similar in size to our peridot rounds and our bronzite. And then we have our interest with these large rutilated quartz. So the balance for the rutilated quartz is that they are a same shape, I should say, as the peridots and the bronzite. So there's our balance. And then our interest is that they are much larger and they're actually quite a bit lighter in color than our bronzite or our peridot. And our bronzite actually also creates a contrast because they are darker than our peridot or our rutilated quartz. So you can go either way with our contrast, saying that the contrast is these bronzite or it's these rutilated quartz ones here. And then as far as, again, with the placement of the focals, you can see that I staggered them. So we have large ones staggered in between smaller beads on each side. And then as far as, again, the balance and interest goes, we have our peridot. We have the peridot in two different shapes, but similar sizes. So similar sizes and the same stone and color is our balance, and our interest is a different shape. So what all of these three necklaces have in common is that they have 4 to 5 different beads. That's one thing that you can pick from this. 2, they have some sort of focal. So like these ones are, and I don't mean the focal like the bottom part, I mean the focal within the necklace. So like these ones have these larger, lighter beads. So it's a bigger bead and a different color. Or we have like on this one, which is a bigger bead and it's a different shape. And then on this one, we have these orange ones, which are a different color. And I would consider those my focal. Even though they don't have two things that differentiate them from the rest of the beads, they are still my focal because the color is enough of a contrast to be my focal. So when you're choosing your beads, you want to choose beads that have a range of things. So you want to pick some that have the same shape, and then you could vary them by them being different sizes. You want to pick beads that are, like on this one, the same stone, but different shape or size. And like this one too, it's got the 2 peridots, but they're same shape, same size, same stone, different shape. So that's what I do with like a lot of these is I pick, even on like this one, I picked this green and these greens. Now there are 2 different colors of green, but they are 2 different sizes. So pick a common attribute of one of your beads. And when you pick your next bead, take one of those attributes, say if it's the size, is it the shape, is it the color, and then change one of those attributes. Okay? So this one I picked had these kyanite. And okay, I'm going to pick another kyanite. I'm going to pick the same color and stone, but I'm going to choose a different size and shape. But I'm actually kind of considering these the same size because I balance it by doing the same amount of the bead. So I'm going to say I only varied one instance, whereas I varied the shape. This one here, we'll say like for the peridot, I did the same. I had the round shape, I had the green peridot color, and I had the 6mm size. And then I picked these other peridots. I changed the shape. Okay, but I kept the size and the color. And then on here too, I have where I say I have these green ones, and I have this other green one, and I chose, so it's a green, it's a 6mm round, 6mm, and it's round. I changed one of those things and I changed the size. And I know it's a different color, green, but it's close enough. And then if I go to the orange, I can say it's like if I played off the green. So the green is green, it's 6mm in size, and it's round. And I changed 2 things on this. I changed the size and I changed the color to an orange, but I kept the shape. So it's unifying between 1 or 2 criteria, and you change 1 to 2 criteria. So you've got size, you have color, you have shape. So then that's what I would do to create balance. Because if I did this necklace and they were all the same size and shape, even though I mixed the colors, I think it would be a little bit boring. And this one here, you know, if they were all cool colors, like if I took out this orange, like it makes it a little bit boring, right? So you need to vary your pieces just a little bit by those criteria: size, color, or shape. But then also always finding the balance where you keep one of the criteria from the other beads that you chose. Those are my tips. I hope I explained it well. If you like this video, I might try and do some more videos on designs later. But you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.